Morgan is one of the most spineless men that I've ever met.
A viral clash. A walk-off moment. And now, the fallout is getting louder.
Piers Morgan is one of the most spineless men that I've ever met in my life.
Because what started as a heated exchange on a primetime interview has now spiraled into a full-blown online war of words, with fresh attacks, sharper language, and no signs of either side backing down.
He will literally just chat shit and sit there and act like he's holier than thou. He is an absolute idiot. Tonight, he's left his own show.
The Flashpoint? A now viral episode of Piers Morgan Uncensored, where broadcaster Piers Morgan abruptly walked off his own show mid-interview after a confrontation with controversial content creator HSTikkyTokky, whose real name is Harrison Sullivan. And the trigger wasn't subtle. Sullivan, invited onto the show following his appearance in Louis Theroux inside the Manosphere, quickly turned the conversation confrontational, repeatedly targeting Morgan's work, and then escalating further by bringing his wife into the exchange, a move that shifted the tone instantly. According to the broadcast, Morgan reacted sharply, calling Sullivan a idiot, misogynist, accusing him of being exposed by Netflix and filmmaker Louis Theroux. But Sullivan didn't back off. Instead, he doubled down, referencing a 2022 Instagram post by Morgan's wife, Celia Walden, and using it to mock the broadcaster on air, telling him, "That's your ting, bro. That's your girl." At that point, the interview crossed a line, and moments later, Morgan cut it short, telling viewers directly, "You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry guys, it's pointless." Then he walked off, a rare on-air exit that instantly went viral. Clips from the exchange began circulating across platforms within hours, with millions viewing the moment where the interview collapsed in real time, and what was meant to be a broader discussion featuring multiple voices from the documentary was abruptly cut short. But if the on-air clash was explosive, what followed online was even intense. Because Sullivan didn't just react, he escalated. Taking to X, the content creator reposted the clip, adding his own commentary, calling Morgan the man that acts holier than thou, and making further personal remarks about his marriage. And then came the next wave. In a follow-up video message posted to the same platform, Sullivan went even further, calling Morgan one of the most spineless men I have ever met in my life, while accusing him of walking away from the conversation despite having other guests lined up for the show. He framed the exit not as a stand, but as a retreat, claiming that if he had been approached with a little bit of respect, the interview could have gone differently. The video, quickly gaining traction, crossed over 218,000 views, adding fresh fuel to an already viral moment.
Piers Morgan is one of the most spineless men that I've ever met in my life. He will say whatever he thinks will get, the woke leftists behind him. He will literally just chat shit and sit there and act like he's holier than thou. He is an absolute idiot. Tonight, he's left his own show. He had other people waiting for him that he didn't go and speak to. He's an idiot, okay? He got punked on his own show and his wife gets by other men. How embarrassing, Piers. Go back to the drawing board, and maybe if you'd have just come to me with a little bit of respect, we could have had a normal conversation. I told you multiple times, stop poking this homophobia. Stop poking it. You think you're going to get ratings from the people in the UK watching because you're supporting the gays? Bro, enough of all that nonsense. Shut up.
And just when it seemed the exchange had peaked, another post followed, this time featuring a photo and another reference to Morgan's wife, escalating the rhetoric even further and pushing the online feud into more personal territory. Meanwhile, the original context remains key. Sullivan's appearance on the show was tied to the release of Inside the Manosphere, a Netflix documentary that has itself drawn scrutiny for its exploration of online masculinity culture and the figures associated with it. Morgan's intention was to question and challenge, but the interview instead became the story, a segment meant to unpack controversy, turning into controversy itself. And now, the narrative continues to evolve. Because on one side, a veteran broadcaster known for confrontational interviews who chose to end the exchange. On the other, a rising digital creator using the moment to amplify his voice and push the clash even further into the spotlight. No resolution, no retraction, no cooling off. Just a viral moment that refuses to fade, and a feud that's now playing out far beyond the studio.